Here we go.
I'm good right here.
That's not this type of show. Hi, everybody. Hello. Friday. Hi. Look at everybody. Let's get started. Happy Friday. It's a good day. It's a good day. Take some time. Woo. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Friday party. Friday people. Thanks for being here, everybody. Have a seat. Have a seat. Let's get started. Welcome to the old show. Thank you, everybody. Please save a lot of that love for my good friend. Give it up for Kendall, everybody.
Hi.
I love the people, Kendall, that are still like, what's her name? Well, I like that new girl. What's her name? Her name is Kendall, everybody. Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. It's easy to remember Kendall, like Barbie, but the Ken doll.
Kendall, oh, yeah.
Like I'm the boy-ish.
Yeah, or...
What?
You're not boyish.
I know, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It just kind of came out. It was like word vomit.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's easy to remember because of Alex Kendall
Yes.
on the Fox name. I used to call her Kendall, and now I just call her Alex. I got to
know.
think of a new name. Now, speaking of Kendall, I have a little surprise for Kendall. She doesn't know this. Now, one of the fun facts that you revealed about yourself, because I love to get to know people, and everyone in the audience is getting to know you, is you love Marilyn Monroe, or you did love Marilyn Monroe.
Yes.
Well, and I told you, and I mean, everyone knows I love Dallas, and I've talked about other stuff, but people may not know when I was in junior high, I collected Marilyn Monroe memorabilia. I loved her, and I was in our newspaper in Michigan City, Indiana, because. Why are you laughing, Jeff? It's big news in Indiana when a kid likes Marilyn Monroe. Anyway, so first, I think we have some throwback pictures that I brought in just for you. Now, this.
Oh my word.
Look, now, first, okay, now wait a minute. There's a lot of things going on in this picture. Let me explain, everybody.
Please.
Audience, please. First, this is my bedroom, and that is actually not me on the bed.
Oh.
That is.
Just got
Settle
weird.
down, Aaron. I was 14. That is actually, I don't talk about this a lot. That is actually my Brazilian brother. I had a foreign exchange student, and that is Nelson. That's my brother, who watches the Jason show in Brazil. So that's my brother.
Hi, brother.
That's my water bed. That's how I got the ladies. That's right. Yeah. And that's Nelson playing my Nintendo. And then I have a checkered look. Leo, can we take the picture full? My mother, because I loved the 50s, I made her rip out the carpet. And if you see, I have black and white checkered tile in my room and 8,000 Marilyn Monroe photos.
Diva.
Yeah. Now, look at this. It's not done. Look at this next picture. This is the newspaper picture. Look at me. I'm holding a human head, everybody. I'm holding a human head. No, that's my Marilyn Monroe bust, and that was the picture that appeared in the Michigan City News-Dispatch. Look at that.
Can we back that up to where you just said my Marilyn Monroe bust? Like, who owns a Marilyn Monroe bust?
That kid right there. Yeah. And I wondered why I was beat up every day. You're that Marilyn Monroe. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. All the bullies have horrible lives now. It's fine. Yeah.
Look at me now.
I did see one a couple of years ago, and he looked at me and he goes, "We should hang out sometime." And I go, "Yeah, because it's been a real long time since I've been spit on. No thanks." Yeah. You guys are very sensitive today. Anyway, everybody grab a cup of coffee. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. First up, Did you like that?
I did.
Just for you,
That was
girl.
so good.
First up, it's been a big week for our buddy Gayle King. She's getting praise all over the place for her interview with R. Kelly. Well, last night she was on Colbert and talked about keeping it cool during R. Kelly's explosive rant. Look at this.
Were you at any moment
Afraid?
worried about your safety?
Listen, I never thought that he was going to hurt me or hit me. I never, ever thought that. What I was worried about is that he was flailing so and hitting his fist so violently. I was worried that he would accidentally hit me. But I never thought that he wanted to hurt me in any way. And I don't want to accidentally get hit either, guys. I didn't want that. If you could have seen the thought bubble, it would have been, ruh-roh, please sit back down. You're looking a little crazy right now. Please sit back down. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, it's turned into the new universal symbol, the new universal soundbite for calm down is when she calls him Robert. She goes, Robert. So now, next time someone gets hyper with you, just go, Robert. Stephen also brought up a really good point. I think you're going to like this because this is, part 2 of this conversation we've all been having this week. He asked Gayle about separating the artist from the music, especially in cases like R. Kelly and Michael Jackson, who have had allegations come out against them. Listen to Gayle's thoughtful response.
Listen, that song, I Believe I Can Fly, was one of my favorite songs. Certainly loved all of Michael's work. But for me, it's hard to separate it now. And I think that, you have to decide for yourself what you want to do, but these are different times. And we are hearing it now with different ears. We are paying attention to it in a way that we haven't paid attention to it before.
Yeah. CBS. Yeah. First of all, CBS, give her any money she wants. And number 2, she's absolutely right. I don't know about you. I will admit, I'm old enough to remember the Motown, what was it, 25th anniversary, Jeff? The Motown 25th anniversary special in 1983, 82, where I was sitting in that room that you saw over there, watching Michael moonwalk for the first time. I am the, and I always thought about this. I heard this reference one time, that the generation after me, your generation, they only know Michael as a punchline. Think about that. And I thought that was that's interesting. My generation, we know both sides. I know him as the worldwide superstar, but now I don't know if I can listen to his music without leaving Neverland in the back of my mind. What about?
Right, I agree. I think that my generation does see him differently than you do. I mean, I still don't know how to moonwalk. I've tried.
Yeah.
But we'll
did. We'll learn.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We did I Believe I Can Fly for choir in middle school 4 times. I mean, it was just a big thing that you did. It was kind of like a coming into 7th grade piece. I would imagine they don't do it anymore.
We won't be doing that in choir anymore. Yeah, I would
think so. With
Well, and listen to this. We got to move on because I want to get to these next 2 stories. But this was another tidbit Gayle told Stephen that made you go, woo. So Gayle the next day interviewed R. Kelly's current 2 girlfriends that are 22 or whatever. And they promised Gayle that R. Kelly would not be in the room. Listen to this. While Gayle was asking them questions, she heard R. Kelly come into the room and cough to let the women know that he was there. Isn't that creepy?
Creepy.
Next in the dish, Melissa McCarthy's Oscar-nominated role in Can You Ever Forgive Me almost went to someone else. We love these stories. Julianne Moore told Andy Cohen she was supposed to play the character of Lee Israel, but was fired. I can't imagine Julianne Moore fired by the director. Look at this.
I think she didn't like what I was doing.
Oh, really? Yeah. So you started shooting it?
No, we hadn't shot. We hadn't been. We'd just been kind of rehearsing and doing pre-production and stuff. And I think that her idea of where the character was different than where my idea of the character was, and so she fired me.
And did you see the movie?
I haven't yet because it's still kind of painful. I love Melissa McCarthy. I worship her. I think she's fantastic. So I'm sure she's great.
Classy response. That's classy.
Classy
Lassie response. Can You Ever Forgive Me? If you picked up 3 Oscar noms, including a Best Actress for Melissa McCarthy. Have you ever been fired from a job?
I mean, I might have walked out of a job once when I was maybe almost going to get fired. I just walked out instead.
What did you walk out of?
Just bartending. The boss wasn't happy with me, and he threw a rag at me. And I was like,
He threw a rag at you?
He threw a rag at me.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, bye, Felicia. And then they called me 2 weeks later, so you coming back? I was like,
no. When someone throws a rag at you, that is
we're done now.
We're done,
What about you?
Yeah, I've been fired.
Straight up. Straight up.
I was fired from 2 jobs. I was fired from the Disney store in 1994 for not being perky enough. And that's, honest to Oprah, honest to Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
I was
Lord.
pulled into the back room, and the manager, that she-devil, she looked at me, and she goes, "Hi, we have an issue. I don't think this is working, and you're not perky enough for the Disney store, so we're gonna need your cast member cardigan." And I had to give up my powder blue cardigan.
No.
Yeah. I was devastated. I loved that job.
You love that place.
I know.
So I can only imagine.
I know. And I was fired from Subway because I got obnoxious on the drive-thru. My friend dared me because there used to be a sandwich called the Veggies and Cheese. So through the drive-thru, my first day, a woman pulled up and she's like, "What's on the Veggies and Cheese?" And I went, "Veggies and Cheese." And
shocking.
Fired. Yeah. Fired. We got to take a break. We have such a good show. Don't you dare touch that dial. We'll be back right after this. Coming up, friends, she's my buddy, and she's joining us live. The host of Trading Spaces, Paige Davis, is giving us the scoop on the 2nd season of the hit revival. Are there any new designers this year? And will we see more of Frank? Find out. Plus, it was sincerely one of the strangest stories I've ever done. And I love that it was Kendall's first adventure with me. We're taking you through Candytopia at the Mall of America. And the author of the Sweet Revenge Cookbook is back. And today, we're making passive-aggressive treats for your enemies and exes. Yup, it's happening, and it's all coming up. Had water in my mouth. Anyway, or as the audience calls it, vodka. That's right. Now, speaking of this audience, I just learned in the commercial break, my good buddy, Aaron Schwaberini, which, by the way, I always like to show love to Aaron Schwaberini. Aaron Schwab, if you need a place to go on Thursday and Friday nights, she is a fabulous singer and does a fabulous cabaret show at Birch's Lower Town in St. Paul on Thursday and Friday nights. So go see her. Just walk in and go see Erin. She's fabulous. Yeah. Now, there she is. But Erin let me know. Erin let me know in the break. Nobody in this audience has been here before, and that's never happened. A fresh audience, everybody. Okay. And they came. And y'all came on a really good day. I woke up thinking about this. It's hard to believe, but in less than a year, it's been less than a year since I met our next guest. Last March, Paige Davis was a guest in our studio to talk about the reboot of Trading Spaces. That meeting, and this is no joke, and this has never happened to me before, that meeting led to a fast friendship between the two of us. Now, and now Paige and the entire gang are back for a second new season of the design show that started it all. Look at this.
Open your eyes and see your new living room.
Oh, man!
Holy
God.
Is someone gonna sweep before they leave?
That is just a tidbit of some of the things you'll see on the new season premiering next weekend. I just want to get to her. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Paige Davis.
How am I gonna stay in my seat? I want to jump through the camera and hug you.
I know, I do too. Oh, I'm so happy. Like, I want to just eat the television. I'm looking at you right now. How you doing?
I'm good. We have to talk Trading Spaces, though. I'm all like, I want to talk about Disney, and I want to talk about.
Okay, let me get to the dish then. Is there anything different? Because you guys came back. There are new designers. Are there any new twists for this second season, sweetie?
I would wouldn't say there's new twists, but just everything is like amped up and bigger, and we're just really going for it, which I mean, that is really saying something with Trading Spaces, because I think we always did. But there's just like neat stuff, like the premiere episode is one of my favorites of the whole season, and everyone is gonna love it so much. It's absolute classic Trading Spaces. It's 2 sets of neighbors, and they trade, but it was their idea. They wanted to do these theme rooms. One set of homeowners really wanted a 1970s Burt Reynolds inspired room, and the other homeowners really wanted a 1950s inspired room. And we gave them exactly what they wanted. Carter did the Burt Reynolds room. He even donned the mustache. Don't get me started. And the other room was done by Kahi Lee, and she led her team to do like a whole mid-century 1950s thing. And we had a vintage car, and we dressed the part. So we just took it up a notch.
And I heard too, sweetie, you guys have some ex-spouses on this season?
Yeah, well, not only were they a divorced couple, it's even more intriguing than that. This was a married couple who traded spaces way back in the day with their neighbors. They have since gotten a divorce, but they're amicable and co-parenting and whatnot. And they had so much fun that they decided they wanted to do it again with their new partners. So as ex-husband and ex-wife, they traded, and because we were going, back in this way, we gave them the same designers again and the same carpenter. So it's Doug and it's Hildy and it's Ty, and that was really fun. Oh, and another really cool thing this season, with kind of flashback in mind, Doug Wilson and Laurie Smith do an episode where they recreate rooms that they did way back when, updated, and how they would approach it now. And I won't tell you which rooms, but that's a great episode.
Paige, that is a really good idea. Are we gonna?
Yeah, I know, right?
Everyone always wants to know: are we gonna see more of Frank this year, Paige?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, we did an entire digital series, which will start airing at some point. I don't have a lot of information about it, but it's called Training Spaces. We did one last year, and this year's Training Spaces series online is choosing the kind of intern designer who would be helping Frank, assisting Frank and learning from Frank and getting mentored by Frank on an episode of Trading Spaces. So you'll find out who that is and everything that went down there.
Well, if y'all ever get a chance, you want to go to happy hour or brunch with Paige, because then she tells you what she's thinking in these room reveals. So I gotta ask you, Paige, did you have any uncomfortable reveals this season?
Yes.
That's all right.
Okay, wait.
They're mostly happy.
Okay, Paige, on a scale of 1 to 10, how uncomfortable did we get this season?
Nothing has ever been as uncomfortable as the fireplace. Nothing will ever top it.
Yeah.
No. But we definitely had tears of joy and surprises. There are rooms that I was certain homeowners would not like.
Yeah.
To be honest. I thought they're not gonna like this. And they return home and they love it. And they're just tears of absolute joy. They're so happy. That's the thing. I literally stopped predicting.
Yep.
I've revealed over 500 rooms, just Trading Spaces alone. And I've done other home shows too where I've revealed rooms. And you think you know, but you don't know.
You don't know. Yeah. Okay. They gave us an extra minute, so we have 30 more seconds. I'm gonna show video. So I told you, Paige and I quickly fell in love, and that weekend when we met, I took her to Serums and Anoka for chicken wings, and to play pull tabs. We have video of that. And Paige, in your honor, guess where I'm going tonight?
I hate you. You're gonna win again, aren't you?
And now, every time, look, audience, every time I win at pull tabs, every time I win at pool, Paige, you're wearing the exact same shirt.
I love this sweater. Oh my God, I love this sweater. It's the best.
Oh, I just want to come through the camera. You're wearing the same shirt. Oh, that is fantastic. Okay, we got to go. I love you. Good luck on the new season, sweetie.
I love you, Minneapolis. I love you, Jason.
Paige Davis, everybody. She's wearing the same shirt. I love her so much. The new season of Trading Spaces premieres next Saturday, March 16th on TLC. Still ahead, everybody. Reunited, and it feels so good. The Jonas Brothers wrap up this week on James Corden's Carpool Karaoke with our late night rewind when we come back. Back in a moment.
I was thinking maybe we could just get everything out in the open right now. Because I've got a friend of mine who's going to help us do such a thing. Is that okay? John? Do you want to jump in, buddy?
Okay.
Thanks, mate. So, John, how does this work?
I'm going to wire them up. Upper breathing, lower breathing, sweat and blood. To get the truth on your question.
Needles?
At any point while you're at Nick's wedding, did you ever think, how much longer is this going to be?
True.
Was there a point during your many weddings that you thought, I'm done with these weddings?
Yes.
True.
It was when I looked at the bill.
Exactly. Welcome back, everybody. Our late night rewind, the Jonas Brothers tell all when James Corden puts them under a lie detector test. Now, speaking of late night, y'all know I love a good trailer and I love showing you one. Emma Thompson and Mindy Kaling are teaming up for a female-driven take on the late night talk show business. And this movie is already getting big buzz on all of the film series or film festivals. Yeah. Here's a look at the trailer that just dropped. Look at this.
That's our show, everyone.
I came to tell you this year is your last.
What?
They can't replace you if everyone loves you.
Do none of you understand what is at stake here? I am being replaced. Think about why the show is bad and come up with ways to fix it.
I wish I was a woman of color so I could just get any job I want.
We talked about this, you can't say that.
I know what everyone thinks of me, but just because I was lucky enough to get this job doesn't mean I'm stupid enough to lose it.
What exactly is wrong with my bits?
You're a little old and a little white.
What can I do about that?
I have some jokes for the monologue. I shouldn't do this in an English accent, should I?
No.
What?
No. Thompson stars as a long-running talk show host who hires Kaling's character to basically save her show. Late Night is what it's called, and it comes out in June. Emma Thompson still one of our favorite guests we've ever had in the studio. Like here.
She is queen.
She is
queen.
The nicest, and again, it proves it's always the young stars that are trying to prove themselves that can be a bit prickly. The pros like Emma Thompson, full of class. She was here, couldn't have been nicer to the crew. Lovely, lovely woman. So
I'm so jealous you got to meet her. I really like her. And that British accent, I wish I could do one.
I know. I do. I thought I was going to move to London at some point. That's not going to happen now. I'm past. I wanted to move to London. Anyway, coming up, it's a sugar rush at the Mall of America. Kendall and I took a trip to the brand new Candytopia. So what did we think? Well, you'll see when we come back. Back after this. It is a land full of sweet treats and perfect spots to snap the perfect Instagram pic. That's what we found out, right? Candytopia is now open at the Mall of America, and Kendall and I got a chance to experience the sugar rush for ourselves. I kind of love that this is Kendall's first adventure with us. We're here at the Mall of America, second floor. We are at Candytopia. We are not quite sure as we're standing here what this is. We have like sensory overload. Do you hear the horns and the, yeah. So we're gonna go in and try to figure out exactly what this is. And by looking at our faces, you can tell that we're very scared.
Yay. You go first.
Okay, well, you go first. You're the new person. There's a lot of cuckoo clocks.
I like time.
It's freaking me out a little bit. What is that?
Sweet Tooth, my dragon.
Sweet Tooth the dragon. Kendall, it's Sweet Tooth the dragon.
Oh,
He's made entirely out of candy.
Oh, can we touch it?
No.
No, please.
Oh, we can?
Can we touch it?
Oh, you just can't eat it, right? You can touch it. You can't eat it.
Girl,
Okay.
it's good.
The cuckoo clocks are making me a little cuckoo. Where's the next room? Thank you.
Oh, man.
It's the music. It's the mirrors. It's the lights. We have no idea where we're going.
You know what this reminds me of?
Joking. Look at the monkey.
No, I'm not looking at anything.
I promise. I won't do it anymore. I promise.
It is cute though. I mean, in like a weird candy monkey way.
I wish you guys could feel the floor, right? It's very squishy. It's making me a little weird.
Like we could slide.
We're in the Galleria, or the gallery.
Just like the one on France.
Look!
Nikki?
Yes! Exactly! It's Cardi B. Or Kendall. I don't know what is going on.
All three.
There is confetti everywhere. In cracks, in crevices.
Dang it! I got confetti on my sweater. It's just in my hair.
This is crazy. So, I'm finally getting this, Kendall. This is all for Instagram. I'm finally understanding this. The big, giant, inflatable balls. Kendall and a shark. Prince over there. It's all for oh God. It's all for Instagram. I finally figured this out. So we figured it out. We cracked the nut. It's all for Instagram. And I gotta tell you, this finale, pretty Instagram worthy. Here we go. I'll see you on the other side. Ready?
3, 2, 1. You really can't get up these ones.
I can't. Oh. That's all, folks. Oh my God. Oh, I can't. Okay, I sincerely can't get up. Oh.
I'm leaking.
I didn't see you on that ball behind me. I didn't know you were doing that. I just saw photographer Eric laughing, and I thought, oh, I'm pretty funny. But he was laughing at you.
I'm crying.
I didn't know you were doing that. Anyway, our buddy Shane Wells is actually live at Candytopia right now. Good morning, Shane.
Okay, so this place is actually open now, so there's lots of people rolling through. It's bananas in here. We had to hold this spot, too. I mean, we're fighting off the kids to get up on here. This is the Big 100 meme. We've used this on our phone before. And Jason, you're gonna love this. This is Jackie Sorkin. She's the curator. She created all this. She has an Oprah story you have to hear. Are you ready?
Ready.
I hope so. Okay, go.
So, Jason, my Oprah story is that I own another company called Hollywood Candy Girls in Los Angeles, and we do events and just a fun foods catering company. That's our other, life. And we own candy stores. And Oprah started calling me when I first started, and I get this phone call, and I didn't believe it was even Oprah. And I was like 7 days away from giving birth. And I get sent to the Hollywood Hills, and I go up like 1,000 stairs, and I'm this giant pregnant woman with all my candy and chocolate and my sweets. And I'm like, yeah, right, is this really for Oprah? And at that point, I kind of thought, maybe she'll be here. And it was like at Sheryl Crow's house, and I just remember I was so uncomfortable. I created this amazing display of candy, treats, glittering, sparkling, everything. Oh, God, I was so pregnant. And I just remember that feeling. And, I turned around, and somebody walks in the room, and I could feel this energy. Didn't really turn around, though, because I was so tired. And someone says, oh, my God, who created this? This is so beautiful. And I just kind of turned around. So I did, and it was Oprah in my face. And Gayle was right next to her, so I was like, two for the price of one. And it was so funny. She put her hands on my very pregnant belly and said, what are you doing working? And I was like, oh my God, it's really Oprah. And I said, well, it's for you. So she was very sweet and blessed my daughter in my stomach. And that was my fun Oprah moment. And ever since that,
I love that.
Her daughter has the best story to tell, and so do you now because of that. Can you imagine, Jason?
No.
I know you can't, actually.
No, I'm not. Shane, did you go through the marshmallow pit like we did?
Oh yeah. And Chip behind the camera here, he pretty much took a nap in there earlier.
Well, we'll let you and Chip get to your nap. Thank you, sweetie. Have a good weekend. There's Shane, everybody. We're still not quite sure what it is.
We still don't know.
I mean, it's a cool exhibit. I mean, it is like an art exhibit that you walk through.
Right. My favorite part was not in there and you have to go there. It was the intestine walking through that.
Oh, yeah, wasn't it? You feel like you're walking through these pillows, and we got stuck, and it felt like you're walking through an intestine. That's cool, though, yeah. Candytopia, we really sold that aspect. Way to go, Kendall. Yeah. Candytopia is now open on the 2nd floor west Marketplace at the Mall of America. It really is cool. And get your camera ready. Still ahead, we're opening the Jason Show mailbox and finding out what you think about my new scruff. Plus, well, and other things. Y'all sounding off about everything. Plus, getting over your ex with a delicious dessert. The woman behind Sweet Revenge Desserts is back, making a passive-aggressive snack. We'll be right back, everybody. It's one of my favorite things that we do on our show, read your comments and messages. It's time once again to open up the Jason Show mailbag, everybody. Now, we really do, even though if we don't respond right away, I always say this, we are a small but powerful staff, keyword small, so give us a little patience if we can't respond to you right away. But we do read all of your messages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and YouTube, and many of your comments are about my new facial hair. My new, yeah. 97% have been positive, but yeah. Thank you, audience, yeah.
97.
And then there's the 3%. But anyway, Jennifer says, well, start with the positive. Jennifer says, I love your beard. It contours your face so well. Thanks, girl. You know, Maja writes, I love Jason no matter what, but he looks hot and a little nasty with some facial hair.
Hey.
Like I told you in the beginning, that's how I get the ladies. But, you know, just like everything in life, this is subjective. Not everyone is a fan. Bo says, you look amazing with facial hair, but dude, leave it all the same length. Parts of your face and upper lip look like it's beard makeup or whatever you TV people use to fill in thin spots. Here's the deal, dude. It's been 5 days, and it's all the same length. It's just I have brown, my hair's brown right here, but really is the same length, believe me. The bosses have been kind to let me do this, so I am behaving and keeping it very trim. Yeah. Thank you, bosses. And Sandy says, if the beard becomes full and is trimmed, go for it. If it never fills in and it looks like you just forgot to shave, it has to go. Yeah. I told you.
Cutthroat.
People will say whatever they want to you, but when they see you at Target, they're all very nice. Lynn shared, and believe me, I am. It's filled out now. Lynn shared this post about Kendall. I have a beef with Kendall. In your Get to Know You segment with Kendall, you asked if she was a cat or dog person. Why does it always have to be one or the other? Our household is 2 dogs and 2 cats. I think she was joking here. It's time to start breaking down the divide. Would you like to respond, Kendall?
I have a very quick, politically correct response. No, I'm kidding. But I do.
Yeah.
I had cats all growing up. I had a cat named Sophie. Turns out he was a boy, long and short of it. His name was still Sophie, and I loved him very much.
Yeah.
I did. We won't get a cat because my husband always says, cats just never die.
Well, here comes the emails.
And now I'm going to have more.
Well, it's been nice getting to know Kendall, everybody. Yeah.
Bye.
No. But we get what you mean. They live longer.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't my opinion. It was his opinion.
Yeah.
So send him the hate mail.
That's right. Cats just live a long time. Yeah.
Right. I
Please,
love cats.
As I say, it's Friday. Don't email us. Friday. Finally, Jodelle says this. I have never been a talk show kind of person. They usually get pretty full of themselves and I get bored. But I have to tell you that I love you and your show. You're so sincere and honest. I record your show every day because I don't want to miss it. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Yeah. And what's funny is we were laughing in the office. On the day that she says the show isn't really about the host, what do? We read email about my beard. And I mean, it does sometimes have to include me because it is called Jason, and I really apologize. But finally, before we go, this is proof that we read things live. I received this from a mother just a few minutes ago on Twitter. Her name is Dawn. She writes, "Hey, Jason, my 9-year-old son is home from school today, and this is what he said while watching your show today. Hey, Mom, Jason's growing a beard. He looks like an actual talk show host now." I'm telling you, girl, people will say whatever they want to you. Let me tell you. Just be nice. Give everybody a chance. You can stay connected with our show on social media. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All you have to do is search for Jason Show TV. Straight ahead, everybody. Sweet revenge. We've got creative dessert ideas to help you if you're going through a breakup and get over your exes and enemies. We'll be right back after this. Someone, did you... Welcome back, my friends. This could be fun. Because we all need this every so often. Food can be a comfort for anyone going through a difficult time. That's especially true after a breakup, after someone breaks your heart. And this cookbook can help you find new ways to get over an ex thanks to desserts like You're the Devil cake and Stop Texting Me, You Crepe. It's called Sweet Revenge, passive-aggressive desserts for your exes and enemies. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Pastry chef Heather Kim, everybody. Hi, sweetie. Hi. I love you. And by the way, Heather's also a tattoo artist. If you've been a longtime watcher of our show, our super fan, my buddy, Jace, who got the tattoo of our logo on his leg, Heather did the tattoo. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
My boss did.
Your boss did, that's right.
But
the Minneapolis tattoo show, yeah.
I would love to do a tattoo on you.
Because with this beard, I'm a nasty boy now. That's right, yeah. I do actually, I gotta tell you, I want to get a tattoo of the South Fork logo on my,
Absolutely, yes.
Would you mind, but I'm gonna cry, is that okay?
No, we'll use lidocaine, we'll numb you out, it'll be super easy.
Can you just knock me out?
We'll just...
Okay, yeah, exactly, yeah. Let's do that though, okay, we'll work on that segment. Okay, anyway, so what do we do? Let's go through some names. Now I'm all nervous about the tattoo, but anyway, where did this idea come from, Heather?
Well, I have some nieces and nephew, and they're kind of, the oldest is in junior high, and so junior high is awful for everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, nobody really. So kind of my advice for her is, life is hard, eat your feelings.
And you know what, and I heard the best, if you're watching, I heard the best advice many years ago for anybody going through a breakup in the puppy love phase, in junior high, and people say never discount never go, it's just puppy love, because what the love that teenagers feel is more extreme than what we feel. Absolutely. Because we have the life experience to know that other loves will come. So never discount a teenager's love. That's a little more for you today. Anyway, so what is this? What are we making?
So in addition to being International Women's Day.
Woo! That's right. Mom, I love you. Yeah.
It's every day is some kind of national food day.
It is.
Today is National Peanut Cluster Day.
Okay.
So in honor of that, we are doing this peanut corn chip candy. I don't know if I can say this online, but
you can't. Yeah. Well, we'll block that part. It's something off. That's all we can say.
Yeah. It's like PG-13.
Yes.
But what's great about this recipe is that it's super simple to make. Anyone with any sort of experience can make it. You just take a bag of Fritos or any sort of salty treat you like.
Okay.
Reese's, peanut butter,
okay,
peanuts, and corn syrup. Boil it with peanut butter and pour it right over.
Oh.
That's it. No oven, no
There's
mess.
no oven. There's
no
nothing.
oven, no. It's more like a taffy or like a brittle afterwards.
Yeah.
And what's best is that you can kind of either bang out your feelings or pull out your feelings afterwards. So, like, if you wanted to bang out your feelings, you could go.
Oh, can you?
Oh, yeah. You just bang your feelings out. Like, you work that out. That's right. Or you can always, it's like kind of like a taffy, too. So kind of pull it.
Look at Kendall, come here. You got to eat this because I got to come here. Kendall's like, I'll do it.
I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely. Here,
Eat some.
try it.
Thank you.
It's like sweet and salty and I don't know, delicious.
Now, while Kendall's eating that and trying it, give me some other names. We have some other names of your desserts. We can take a shot of this here. Give me some of your other favorites. Oh, you're full. Okay. No, I'll do it. Another one is called the Nobody's Buttercup. What a total monster. The bar has been lowered. I like that. Again, like I said, stop texting me, you crepe. When I think of us, ice cream. And this is my favorite. Every day I regret us some more. Yeah. So you can, can you talk yet? Okay, I'll come back to you. Anyway, but you can send, if people want to do a passive-aggressive like gift package, you can provide that for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The cuter the packaging.
That's right. So you can send this to your ex or anyone that's broken your heart. That's what, just send this. And then your book, what was the inspiration? Were your nieces and nephews the inspiration for the book as well?
Right. The dedication is to them. So absolutely.
What's another great recipe in here that you love?
What I like right now too is that libraries are hosting like teen nights, and where the teens come and bake together at the libraries or share the rest. I know, like it's amazing. I really love that whole community feel with that as well. So.
Okay, Kendall, you're done. How was it?
I was savoring.
I know.
It was really, really good.
Yeah, and guess what? We're gonna feed the entire audience today with this.
It was really good.
So someone's broken your heart. You give them this. You wish them well, and then you live a really good life. That's what I say. That's how you get someone's broken your heart. You live a really good life. Give it up for Heather every day. Once again, her cookbook is called Sweet Revenge, Passive-Aggressive Desserts for Your Exes and Enemies, and it is available everywhere. And don't forget, you can also visit her, too, at the Minneapolis Tattoo Shop, which I will be soon to get my South Fork tattoo. Yeah. And if you missed this segment, we'll be posting clips and full episodes on our YouTube channel. Just search for Jason Show TV, or just search for The Jason Show, and hit that subscribe button. We're going to be right back to wrap up the show. And I'll be able to talk after this, Welcome back, everybody. We're talking tattoos in that commercial break.
Promises were made.
I know. I think we're gonna do it. Am I allowed to say, Jeff? Can I celebrate? Our executive producer, Jeff, says that if I get one, he'll get one. And
And I think we should record the whole thing.
We'll do the whole thing, If you guys don't know, I said the South Fork logo. I don't want to leave people out. It's the little S and the F from the television show Dallas. I know you don't know. So it's a little logo for the ranch. So I would get that on my shoulder. Just act like you know. It's all right.
Yeah, love them.
Just go ahead. No one knows.
Dallas.
Before we go, a big announcement involving two of my favorite things other than Dallas. Star Wars and Disney. Yesterday, you might have heard Disney announced its new Star Wars land is opening way ahead of schedule at Disneyland. Look at this.
Galaxy's Edge, opening May 31st at Disneyland Resort and August 29th at Walt Disney World Resort.
Huge. That's big because it's way ahead of schedule. But listen to this. This is what the fine print. Not all the attractions will be open when the park opens. Only one ride will be open. The other one will open later in the year. And listen to this. At Disneyland in California, they're expecting it to be so busy, you have to buy a park ticket, and then you have to make reservations to go to the Star Wars land for a couple months. Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
I know what you'll be doing. We should just mark you off the calendar those
I
days.
won't be here. Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to wait. Unless there's a press thing, I'm going to wait until it dies down. I always go in December.
Okay.
So I'll go then, but I am So excited. I know. I want to go to the bar and all.
Go to the bar.
Well, of course, that's the first thing I say. Yeah. Get a tattoo. Monday on the show, 4 ways to help the guy in your life accessorize for spring. Plus, we introduce you to a local guy creating one-of-a-kind displays using Legos. You don't want to miss that. That is Monday on the show. And keep those emails coming. Be safe this weekend, everybody. If you need something to binge, you can go through our videos, and I recommend a ton of shows for this weekend. Right now, though, if you're a kid that's watching and you're being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a good day, everybody. See you Monday.